Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be showing you the mob farm. I have no clue what I'm going to name it. But this is a XP mob farm in the Overworld. I think this is the fastest Overworld mob farm as of today, May 10th, 2014. And, well, first let's give off credits, which is to SmokingKoala and MumboJumbo. Mostly SmokingKoala though. He made a tutorial on a mob farm that was pretty darn fast and pretty similar to this design here actually. But he based off his design off of MumboJumbo. So both channels will be linked in the description below. Now as you can see behind me, mobs are falling through that glass tube like it's crazy. So this Overworld XP farm. Oh yeah, this is. I think I said this is the world's fastest mob farm. No, this is the first world. This is the Overworld's most fast XP farm. I think I said XP farm. I don't know. But as you can see, it's climbing up quite well there. This is not use of any pistons except for the two for the hopper timer. And it does not require much redstone knowledge, as you will see right here shortly. So here's basically all the redstone that is complicated enough. This is the hopper timer, as I said before. This is the pulse lengthener. And all this random junk is just connecting the redstone to the dispensers that we are going to use for this farm. Dispensers that dispense water buckets, that is. And to give a little bit more information about down here, this is actually, all this random junk. It might look kind of complicated, but it's actually really simple. This is a super flexible design. So, the pulse lengthener, any design of your choice. The hopper timer, well, that's basically the easiest hopper timer there, so I recommend using that one. Pulse lengthener, your choice, and how to hook up the dispensers, that's also your choice too. And yeah. Also, another thing to say is that once this reaches mob cap, which is about 80 mobs, this will stop spawning. Well, at least it will seriously minimize the spawn rates after about 40 mobs, because, you know, it's mob cap. And Liao, let's show you the insides. So this is the inside of the farm. It's not really this light. Right now I have the night vision on. As you can see in my hotbar here, I just splashed myself. And as you can also see the particles in front of my face. And yeah, this is how it works. Every once in a while, the dispensers shoot out water, and the water dispenses for about 3 seconds, and it goes away. And then it lets mob spawns for another 30. Koala's design only lets mob spawn for 15 seconds, and has a 4-second time for the water. So it's just about the same thing. The packed ice here does not have to be packed ice. Oh, poop, what the? We will be back after this short, technical issue commercial break thing. So, as I was saying, this does not have to be packed ice. Packed ice is just slippery, and it is also able for mobs to spawn, so that's why I use this. And I'm going to say this while I'm going to build the tutorial, or while I build the thing for the tutorial, but I will say this, first. Before we even get started, that ice, or any transparent block for that matter, cannot be used for the spawning pads, which are these weird triangle shapes. Otherwise, mobs won't be able to spawn, and then you're going to be really sad, because you're going to have to tear it all down and stuff. And so now that you know what the inside sort of kind of look like, let's get to the tutorial. And bam! So what you want to do is build a 23 by 23 stone platform. As you can see here, yep, there's stone under the snow. And then build the snow 8 blocks high, and on the 9th block, or the 10th block of the whole entire thing if you're counting the stone, put a slab there, because that says for the ceiling is going to be full of slabs to prevent mob spawning on the ceiling. And then what you want to do is for the first 3 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, you want to knock these out on each side, and then knock that middle one for a nice pyramid shape. And do that for each corner. That way we have a little foundation and boundary for our start. And then what you want to do is, on the 4th block, you want to start putting packed ice. And then you want to kind of knock this out and start building this. Now, so you want to, in this pyramid, when you want to stop? Well, once the pyramid hits the 8 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. that's when you want to start going downward again. And then you want to do that for each of the 4 sides, and you want to make it 3 layers tall. Well, 3 for each side, that is. And there will be 12 of these pyramid spawning things once you are finished. And we will be right back once that is finished. So now what you want to do is to place dispensers on the middle, the one that's 8 blocks long, for each ice platform or whatever platform you're making it out of. And then what you want to do, well, let me just get the first 4 here so I can demonstrate. This is pretty self-explanatory though. Do not put water buckets in here quite yet, or that is going to be the last step. But after you fill all these up, you want to knock out all these stone blocks around here, because this is where we're going to put our water streams to get the monsters into a centralized 3x3 XP point. That's what I'm going to call the point in the middle, the XP point. And we will be right back once dispensers and blocks are knocked out. Now that you have finished placing dispensers and knocking down all the stone blocks beneath here, now you place stone blocks under here, so that so that we have like a two high area, so that the mobs cannot jump back up if they fall down into this little pit here. And then after, suppose that I already finished all this. After that, you want to build a floor right here. Actually, yeah, just start on these walls and we'll get to the floor later. Start on these walls. And now that you've finished these walls so that it's too high, you want to make a little floor that's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks diagonal. And then, you put blocks all around it. If you place a water bucket here, it should perfectly come like that, so that's how you'll know. Place slabs as so it makes kind of a diamond shape, and then you can pause I recommend pausing the video here, and then build another so that it's 3 down, because like that. Place some blocks there, like that. Place more slabs so that the slabs are like arrows that point to each other, and then you want to go down here and finally build the last floor down here. That was a little bit complicated, so here, I'm going to try to explain it again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you place the water, and then on the 5th block, this should start here, but it's still going to be the same level of right there. So this is the same level as this. And then what you want to do is you just want to do all this cool stuff here. And then once you do that, you just place the water there, and it should do it just like that. So this diagonal should be, including the elevated block here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 blocks diagonal, and you have to do that for each and every side. So be right back once that is finished. Now that you've finished all of these, there should have been this nice little void space here. Just fill that in at the same elevation as all these. And then you should just be about good to go. Your 3x3 space is going to be right here. And we will put some trapdoors there so that the mobs think that they can walk down. Although they're probably just going to get pushed off, but just in case, we're just going to put trapdoors here. And also, in these little areas, we're just going to put a block of slab on top. Bam. And now, we will start the redstone part of this. So what I did here is I put a nice little outer rim here. Oh, and this is what the bottom looks like. Looks pretty darn cool. X marks the spot. You can even put red here to make it look even cooler. So you can put like red wool at the spawning pads. I think mobs are able to spawn red wool. And now you'll just, we'll start doing the redstone parts now that we've built a nice little rim that we can work on. Now, as I said before, this is the most flexible part. The redstone can be anywhere, so as long as it connects some way, somehow, and it hits all the dispensers, you are good to go. As you can see, I tried to make the most random thing I ever made, ever in my life. And yeah, so anything I'll do, and I'll just do something random for every single other one too. And I'll be right back. And now that we have configured every single one and connected all the dispensers to redstone, and I connected it all different ways to show you that this is indeed a super flexible design. I don't care really what you want to do, if you want to make S shape or a M shape or a Q shape, I really don't care. But now we are going to start on the hopper timer, which is pretty simple to do. All you gotta do is some simple stuff. So first have two hoppers facing each other. Comparator, comparator. Block there with redstone. And we just repeat that on the other side. Put a steam piston there, and then you get a redstone block. And you put that in there. And then we will work on our, oops. Right, that was like a foot switch there. And now we will work on the pulse timer, and I will be back in a sec once I figure out how to make a pulse timer, even though I already make one, but I might horribly fail and forget. So, to avoid that, we will be right back. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to place a piston here, because we're going to create a monostable circuit. You do not have to know what that means, but I will still say it for lulz. You put a piston with sand, or a sticky piston with a regular block, whatever your choice is, and then a repeater on at least 2, I do 4, or 3, or whatever, it doesn't matter. And as long as it's not just on one. So you just connect that up, and then we put I guess, we're going to create a pulse lengthener here. A pretty easy one. We'll just, we'll do this so that this doesn't connect to this redstone here. We'll just put a bunch of repeaters on this side here. And just, at least you have quite a few repeaters, and that'll be enough. What is this? This is like 9 repeaters, right? No, this is 10 repeaters. That'll do. And put them all on 4. It is raining right now. Hope you guys don't mind that. And that should be a legit pulse lengthener. So now I have to do for a test, we're gonna put half a stack of stone in here. This and also is flexible, the timing for this. And let's just see here. This should pulse twice. We'll just wait for the blocks to run through. That's once, and then oh, ooh. There. I guess 7's enough too. As I said, this is really flexible. I really don't care. The rates will still be will be pretty high either way. Honestly, you don't really need that much water time anyways, so. And here goes the second. Now, as you can see, that works. That's 2 pulses. And once this redstone block goes to the other side, which we will see in just a sec here. Bam. And now, finally, we will get the tubes ready. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory and pretty easy to build, but I'll show you guys anyways. Just kidding, we actually have one more thing before we have to do that. We have to put the ceiling. I've almost forgot about that. And we also have to put water in all the dispensers. So I'll be right back once I fill all the dispensers with water buckets and that the ceiling is full of slabs. Now, one advice before you do the water bucket and stuff, you might want to turn the clock off. Just break one of these or something. Place it back. Let the stone out. So yeah, that way you don't have water flowing out at different times. Like this might be on, this might be off. So yeah, I'll be right back once the water is placed in the dispensers and we have a roof. And we have, excuse me there, and we have finally finished. After a lot of troubleshooting, I actually had a lot of problems with the water and the timing and stuff. Eventually fixed it. I had a bunch of redstone bugs here. So yeah, it's a little bit problem with flexibility. I just recommend you use the torch towers because the half slabs are a pain in the butt sometimes. I mean all the time. Like I had to figure out that the torch had to invert a lot of stuff. Anyways. So what I recommend you doing is just check out SmokingKoala's video. That link will be in the description. just follow his design for pretty much the whole thing except for the XP parts, because his tutorial is a lot better than mine. And then just follow mine for the XP, or just follow mine the whole entire way through if you can. Just remember to use torch towers instead of these slabs, because these give me a lot of problems. You could use these slabs like I did here, but it gave me a lot of problems. I think it gave you a lot of problems too. Well, and I kind of just went up there for like 5 seconds, and as you can see, there's already mobs down here. And they should get pushed along pretty nicely. And another thing that I have to probably remind you is remember to have blocks here where you can't go up, like that. I'll just, oops. Okay, yeah. So make sure you have some kind of barrier here. Is this guy even? Okay, I don't know anymore. So just make sure that you can't, like, walk up here, because if you're right here, oh, poop. Okay, that was lag. But if you are right here, like, god dang, I'm lagging way too much. If you're right here, the creepers can see you and they will blow up. Right now I'm in creative mode, so that's not happening. So make sure you have this thing here, so if I'm pressing forward right now, but I can't get up. And just use swords to kill these guys, or just drop it sword, it's one-hit kill. About 23 blocks, I think. And the hoppers will pick it up. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helped you guys. Oh, and yeah, one last thing. Do not log out while the mobs are in here, because I will give you a little example here. Let's just wait for the terrain to build. Apparently it's taking a super long time. Come on here. Okay, well, my Minecraft is being a turd face. But what happens is if you log out and you reload the chunks, or if you just go really far away and then reload the chunks, well, the thing about going really far away, all the mobs are going to despawn. But if you leave the world with all those things, all the entities there, they're going to glitch out of the glass once you log right back in, and then the creepers are going to explode your whole entire thing. So, yes, thank you guys for watching, since I can't really demonstrate this, because apparently the Minecraft half crashed here. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and remember to check out MumboJumbo and SmokingKoala's channel if you have not checked those channels out, for they inspired me to build this. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. And it's a white screen because it crashed. LOL.